Hi, Goran. It's amazing to have you here with us today at the Cygnify Lounge. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me today, and it's very nice to meet you, Apeksha.
Yeah, same here. I hear you've come all the way from Australia.
It's been a long flight.
Yeah, I can imagine. What are you most excited to experience in Singapore and at GITEX?
Oh my God! Well, the original plan for the trip was meet with the customers, but seeing an event like this, you can't miss it. You got to come out and see the latest and greatest, and happy to have a chat with you guys.
Yeah, we're so excited to do this with you. Happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
So, moving on to some of the questions we have prepared. What's the biggest tech shift you think companies are still underestimating right now?
There are a lot of things, but the most popular one, or the one that is on everybody's lips, is obviously AI. Yeah, you can't overlook AI. In my humble opinion, it applies to everything, to any industry, to any vertical, whether it's using as a bot, it's something simple, productivity, boosting productivity in any company, but also using it on the other side, in not so good environments. So we'll park that for later, but in my mind, there are two components to it. When you talk about AI, it's definitely, most people don't realize the impact on their infrastructure needs, and the other part is the cybersecurity threat. So if I was to distill both of them, it's compute heavy, it's storage heavy. You need to have a certain chips that only work for AI. You need to provide it a lot of data, which means you need inference at the edge, somewhere close to the user. That takes the toll on infrastructure, which means you're going to spend a lot more money to make sure that AI is capable of doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's part number one. Part number two, as much as it is a good thing, you might find some bad actors that will use the AI in the opposite way. So, yeah, can create a lot of problems from a cybersecurity for a lot of companies and a lot of industries.
There's always a good and a bad side to technology, right?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Moving on, how has AI transformed your company in the last 12 months?
Okay, well, we've always been at the forefront of four things. It was network, that's where we came from. Then we talked about the platform in itself. With the platform, we'll have cybersecurity, developer, and obviously an AI. So the latest in our fold, being an AI, I think I look at it from linkage between cybersecurity and AI. I mentioned it a second ago. It could be good, it could be bad. The future of it, I think we're not sophisticated enough today. We're trying to be. There are obviously incidents where AI are scrolling websites, DDoS attacks, taking websites down, but I think that's in early days, and we can mitigate it. We have people that are working on it. My worry is when machines go against machines. And then it becomes a numbers game. Who will have people sitting in the background that will control those machines to overcome whether it's a good side or a bad side. So eventually it will come down to automation and having very smart people behind, like a puppet masters, to control those machines, either to defend or to attack. So future is looking bright, and it's going to be very interesting.
Yes, it is. It almost sounds like an episode also from Black Mirror, right?
Correct. Absolutely.
Moving on to a talent question. What's your favorite interview question to ask candidates at interviews?
I'm a tough interviewer. So I've got my list of questions that I like to ask, but the one that tells me a lot about a candidate, it's a very simple one. What would you sacrifice, a speed or a quality?
I would say on speed.
I think it's both. We were just discussing that in the car on the way here. Your answer is right. Let's put it out there. Quality, especially when you're working with customers, could be banking sector, could be insurance companies. The quality comes first. However, setting the right expectations and the right steps to get to that outcome will impact your time. So when I ask the question, it's not one or the other. It's how do you do those two things in harmony so you deliver a quality, but in the time frame that is set up as an expectation.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
There you go.
Lastly, I wanted to ask you if you've heard of Signify's new talent acquisition as a service.
Happened to be a conversation that I was familiar with. I see you guys a little bit like us, Cloudflare, right? Breaking the glass, new kids on the block, breaking that traditional legacy system, pay as you go, pay as you need, kind of fit your model around customer needs, rather than have a structured model where the customer needs to fit into your needs. So I like it a lot. It's flexible, it's easy to use, approachable. I would love to use some type of a partnership between Cloudflare and you guys.
That sounds exciting. Happy to get into a partnership with you.
Thank you
Always
very much.
exciting. Goran, it was lovely chatting with you today. Thank you for coming down all the way from Australia to be part of this. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the time, and hopefully we get to do this again.
Yes, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you
good
so
day.
much. Have a good day too.